Tonight, we are taking you deeper inside the high-profile murder case of two women shot to death in Buren County.
This as prosecutors and defense attorneys prepare for a big day in court tomorrow when a judge will decide if there's enough evidence to send the suspect, Junior Lee Beebe Jr., to trial.
24-hour News 8's Leon Hendricks has been tracking this case every step of the way. He's in studio tonight after interviewing a man who will be a big part of tomorrow's proceedings. Leon?
Absolutely, Suzanne and Brian. It's a case where really only 3 people know the whole story. One's in jail, but he's got a big dog in the fight. He's the only suspect and faces life in prison right now. The other 2 are dead, but still their bodies hold plenty of potential evidence that gives clues toward the truth.
His patients aren't able to say a thing. Their lives have ended many times mysteriously, oftentimes tragically. It's here that the medical examiner examines the bodies of those passed in hopes that they tell him something.
I'm not trying to, get somebody convicted, but I want to give the truth.
Dr. Cole, the Kent County medical examiner, and the man who performed the autopsies on those 2 women found killed, alleged murdered, shot and buried in a wooded area near Hartford last month. Amy Henslee and Tonya Howarth, both mothers, both loved, now gone. The ME will be in court tomorrow for suspect Junior Lee Beebe Jr.'s court hearing before a judge who will decide if there's probable cause, enough evidence to prove he probably murdered the women. If there is, he goes to trial. If not, charges could be dismissed.
A lot of the information that I have is not yet public.
But that information may be key. The defense's story that Beebe only shot one of the women, Tonya Howarth, and that, he tells his family, was self-defense. Did it after Howarth shot Henslee in a jealous rage, he says, after she caught he and Henslee in intimacy in the trailer near where those bodies were found. Could it be? The answer, or at least a hint toward it, may lie in the physical evidence. Cole can't say what he found, but says his testimony will be important, but not top of the list.
I suspect some of what will come out tomorrow is going to be what I found when I did the autopsy, and does that correlate with what he told the police?
But Cole's job isn't to convict a criminal.
We do not work for the police. Sometimes I've been the one to do the autopsy, and really what I found exonerated somebody.
He'll be using his expertise to try and paint a clearer picture of what really happened. Tomorrow before a judge, and likely before long, in front of a jury.
I look at the jury when I'm testifying. I try to. And if I see them nodding and they're getting it, that's the satisfaction I get.
And one of the big questions we had, if Beebe's story is true, wouldn't there be gunpowder or residue on Tonya Howarth's hands? Well, we know now that that will not be a part of testimony tomorrow. That's because investigators don't test for it. That's because the ME says gunpowder goes all over the place when a weapon is fired. If it's on someone's hands,